Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul with the Raw Life Health Show, and I have a very special guest on the show today, Dr. Fred Bisci.
I'm a clinical nutritionist, been in practice for 55, 58 years. I'm not sure exactly how many years. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm 91 years old. I've worked with thousands and thousands of people over the years with just about any kind of a problem.
So, Dr. Bisci wrote a book, a great book. Tell everybody about your book.
Yeah, I've written a couple of books. Your Healthy Journey is a book. It's a very simple, easy to follow book that really gives you an explanation how you could change your life. It's very simple. It's not technical. I don't try to dazzle people with science. I want to enable people to realize that they can change their life and have dramatic results. And it's Your Healthy Journey by Fred Bisci. Then I wrote another book with Our Elders Speak with Gabriel Cousins, Victoria Skovinskis, and Brian Clement. That's a great book. It really is a good book. I'm gonna put that on Amazon. My book is available on Amazon. And then I wrote another book. It's the workbook. It's a short book that tells a person, a condensed version of Your Healthy Journey, and that's also available on Amazon. And plus, I'm in the process of writing another book, The Case for Intelligent Design, which is it's to help people understand that nothing comes from nothing, and there's more to this planet and this universe than scientists can explain. So I'm in the process of putting that book out. It's taken me a long time because I got a lot going on.
Dr. Bisci, yeah.
Is a very easy read, very easy to follow.
Yeah, Dr. Bisci, you're so humble because your book, Your Healthy Journey, I would say besides the Bible, is the best health book I've ever read. And it's so simple and for people to understand, and the information is real. And for you to say that it's a good book, it's the best book, and I recommend everyone get it. I'm going to put the link to the Amazon below this video so you can get that book. It took me many years to learn all the information you teach, and you have it all condensed in this little book. It's amazing. And what I find is with the book is when you have clients come to you, you give them a whole bunch of questions, you give them a whole bunch of instructions, and yes, you work with everybody with where they're at on an individual basis. But the main information you have, I've literally seen you fill out papers, client forms, and study them and everything else. And pretty much your whole protocol for the basis of beginning is found in that book, Your Healthy Journey. It's a really amazing, amazing.
Paul, if anybody's really serious, to be honest with you, the way that book is written, if I was to die tomorrow, if people were serious and they took the time to read that book, they could actually change their lifestyle and recover. It really help them dramatically. It's so the good thing about it. It's so I believe a 13, 14-year-old person could actually follow the directions the way it's laid out in that book, the way they make choices and everything. So I really, that's the way I wanted it to be. And basically, at this point in my life, I want to try to mentor as many people as I possibly can. Because that's going to kind of be my legacy. I want, all the years I've done. I've done it. I mean, I would never tell a person to do something I haven't done. So, I've been living on a raw diet consistently for more than half a century easy. And, I'm a big proponent of fasting. I don't fast people at home anymore, but I'm a big proponent of fasting. When I met you, I was 38 days into a water fast. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that.
You came to my house. So
yeah.
I did a lot of studying with Europeans about fasting, and I did a lot of fasting myself to find out what was truthful and what was, because there's always been controversy about that, And of course, juice cleansing, people drinking juices. There's lots of controversy about juices. You hear so many people say, I don't want to drink juices because of the sugar and all. And a lot of people, saying things about the sugar in fruit, they don't understand. It's not the same as, processed sugars, and the high fructose corn syrup is totally different than the fructose that's in fruit. The impact is completely different, But, people, there's so much, you go out, when you go into the social media, I mean, it's like a minefield of contradictory information. And all the diets or lifestyles out there that are successful, and a lot of them are, you have to remember there's one common denominator, and that's what you leave out. So people are talking about a ketogenic diet, the paleo diet. They work because they're leaving out all the processed, all the junk food. Now, some of them diets are not going to work some of them are not going to work in the long run, for the same reason the Atkins diet worked so well in the beginning, but it didn't work in the long run. So people got to find out for themselves. I don't try to push anything on anybody. It's not my way, because, it's people have to want something in order to be successful. And if people want to recover their health, there's plenty of help out there for people to recover their health.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And one of the reasons why it's not easy to get, for me to get Dr. Bisci on interviews more often is not because he's retired. It's because he's so busy with his practice. He's still working and doing personal consultations. So if anyone wants to do a consultation with you and book your time, what's the best way to contact you?
You can contact me with on my office number, 718-979-7950. And the best thing to do is if you leave a message there, if you don't hear from me in 24 hours, then leave another message, say it's your second message, because I'm always behind in calling people back, because I follow up with people that come to see me. I keep calling them up, because a lot of people, if you don't guide them through the healing crisis of biological healing, they'll wander off. They'll think something's going wrong. So I make it easy. And a lot of people, I keep my hand on the pulse of the situation. So if they get into a problem, I call them up and ask how they do, and they tell me, and I tell them how to get out of it. So they can be successful. And then it's like mentoring people. Everybody that comes to me, if they stay with it, they end up being knowledgeable, because I'm actually mentoring them as we go through this process,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bisci, for your time. And everybody, whether it's candida or cancer or anything in between, if you're really struggling and you haven't found the answer you're looking for, get Dr. Bisci's book, Your Healthy Journey. The link will be below the video. And I highly recommend to contact him for a consultation, and it'll be greatly benefit from it.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.